grace this tremendous occasion, I, on behalf of the Duncan Bosti Council, warmly welcome each and every one of you to this joyous celebration. Thank you all for joining us as we commemorate a journey spanning 3/4 of century, celebrating the 75th years of excellence, progress, and community. Duncan Bosti is one of the biggest colony in Dimapur Municipal Council and also one of the respectable colony. It covers an area of 180 acres. Today is rightfully considered as an immense blessing to us all, not just of this celebration of 75th establishment anniversary, but also because of the presence of Dr. R.H. Duncan Lengto, who is the grandson of first DC of Naga Hills, S.J. Duncan, who is the S.J. Duncan, whom the colony has been named after.
I and my colleagues, Sobatam Sao, Mr. Ellison Lotha, and Mr. Dr. Zamemo Lotha, as part of the fact-finding committee. We had the great privilege to delve into the roots of this extraordinary community. We uncovered the stories of 10 remarkable pioneers whose sacrifices and contribution stood out. That said, Duncan Bosti. Though they are no longer with us, meeting their descendants reminded us of the struggles and resilience those early days. Besides that, there were many other early settlers who have given much to make Duncan Bosti what it is today. Well, we could not name every contributor due to space. Let us honor all our early settlers today. Their legacy lives on in each of us. It is that we are joined by Dr. Richard H. Lingo, grandson of that S.J. Duncan, after which this Bosti is named. His presence reminds us that this milestone is part of a divine plan. As we celebrate today, let us reflect on the unity and community spirit nurtured by our pioneers, built with great pain and sacrifice. It is now our turn to carry their torch forward. Let us honor their legacy not just today but every day by committing to furthering the values that made Duncan Bosti special. Thank you, and may God continue to bless this community. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is my great honor to invite our esteemed special guest, Sri Yantongo Patang Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, to inaugurate the seminar and mark this historic occasion.
And at the same time, we're having the whole standard attitude. We enjoy the participation and then the unioness with the Union of India under the statehood. And at the same time, we talk about the Naka independence, which is a sub-country territory. Nagaland was one of the Indian Union states where our electoral performance used to be the highest in percentage of polling. And we are so much after the election of 60-member House. We talk so much of the Indian unions. And at the same time, we talk fantasy of Naka. And in the name of Naka independence, some people are taking over advantage of the situation, fishing out of the tall water, he said. We have inherited and we have adopted the culture of violence, hatred, intimidation, and tragedy, which is one of the major hurdles in the development of our human faculties. Our youngsters are misled by our seniors. We public servants, do you call it politicians? We also used to take advantage of the situation in order to get us elected to the House. So we are all to blame each other. The political talk, the political negotiation with the government of India, we refuse to understand the reality. We refuse to appreciate our weakness. We are the people who used to talk, who found of talking great things which you cannot do. We're the one who doesn't know how to cut the clothes according to our sizes. Among the human beings, I'm one of the smallest stature physically. I should stitch my clothes according to my own size. But I should not think that I am an 8-foot or 10-foot stature. So Nagas are something like that. Supposing if government of India doesn't love the Nagas, if government of India doesn't love the Nagas, they will give you the full-fledged independence. From Dudia Road, you live on your own. You take an imaginary step. We are talking about extortion today. It is too much burdensome. It is too much heavy. And this extortion. When we are free from government of India, we have to impose legal taxes, not extortion. We have to impose legal taxes. You will be getting a salary of rupees 50,000 per month, for example, for common salary. Out of that 50,000 of total enrollment of your monthly fee, actually you will be receiving only 10 to 15,000 per month. Because more than 70% will be deducted by the state government in order to sustain and go ahead that independent state. That is one. Number two, all your properties, movable or immovable, has to be taxed. But above all, the beautiful and most sweetest thing among the Nagas is practicing of tribalism. I used to call it the evil of tribalism, but I think I was alone. I was the only one who called it evil of tribalism. But tribalism is flourishing like a plant in a fertile soil. It is really prospering, tribalism. So with that souvenirs, you are going to enjoy independence. And when you have the tribalism as your personal doctrine, personal religion, then morning there will be one goat, tea time there will be another goat, evening there will be another goat, night time there will be another goat. By one constable, one corporal, one captain, all of them will go one after another, everything. What a beautiful Naga independence. We have 26 factions right now. 26 different Naga freedom fighters. I do not know. Who knows the meaning of freedom? I do not know whether Jews understand freedom. I do not know whether they really understand the freedom and what do they mean by freedom. I am giving you only in a nutshell. Let the congregation digest in your own way. But this is one of the worries I have in my mind. And I thought I should share it with the good citizens of the Bosti on the occasion of Platinum Jubilee. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
It has now been 75 years ago that this place came into being and it was through the instrumental role of Mr. S.J. Duncan, and he was a person who led a rather remarkable life. Yes, he was born to his Scottish officer father, and shortly after his birth, his father died, and his grandmother in Scotland wanted to forcibly take him and his mother away to Scotland. Well, if he had been kidnapped and taken to Scotland at that time, then we all would not exist. I would not be here in front of you, because I would not even exist, okay? But fate took a different turn, and they remained within Khasi Jaintia Hills, and it so happened that he joined the civil service, and he served in Manipur, Tamenglong, Chandel, Ukhrul, and even in Imphal, before coming to Nagaland as DC Kohima in 1949. He had a great love for the Naga people and had a special corner in his living room in his house where he had put up a beautiful picture of the Kohima War Cemetery surrounded by items of Khasi decoration like spears and shawls, and that showed the love that he and his wife, my grandmother, had for the Naga people. Well, his vision and foresight led to the foundation of Duncan Bosti 75 years ago. This is now the platinum jubilee of this esteemed locality of Dimapur, and this occasion is a landmark not only for the people of Duncan Bosti, but for the whole city of Dimapur and for the entire state of Nagaland as well. I just want to say a few words once again about the late Mr. S.J. Duncan, that he was not only an administrator, but he was also a poet, an author, lover of music, and he wrote out several books written in the Khasi language, prose, poetry, and drama. He was also a man of the people, and he served as a member of the first Legislative Assembly of Meghalaya right from 1972, being the pro tem speaker for the first session of the new assembly. Well, actually, S.J. Duncan was a man of two worlds. He, no doubt, because of his Scottish descent, he inherited from his father and his association with the leading administrative officers of his time from England and from the UK, like Hutton, like J.P. Mills, like Charles Bosti. They were his seniors and some were his contemporaries, and that way he was a man closely linked to the world of the West. But he was always at heart a tribal. He was a man who loved his Khasi people and served them well, not only as a clan elder, but also as a member of the larger Khasi community. So he had been very, very happy and blessed to see the growth and the development of Duncan Bosti. Now 75 years later, if he had been present, he would have been really very, very happy to see how this locality has proceeded to become one of the primary colonies of Dimapur city. And I am here as his grandson, and I want to tell you something that I'm deeply honored, deeply thankful for the kind and gracious invitation to be present here. I want to especially thank Mr. Younger Toshi for his kind invitation, and special thanks go to Padma Shri Mrs. Sentila Younger also for her initiative in getting me to be present and participate here along with you all on this happy occasion. Well, I want to say that the late Mr. S.J. Duncan left behind his last legacy here in Nagaland. His descendants, my dear friends, are living in Nagaland, not very far from here, because of my sister, Pari Sanya, who married Dr. Visir Sanya, and their family is based in Medzifema. So the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren of S.J. Duncan, my dear friends, are Nagas. And they are very happy to be present with you all as Nagas. So with these few words, I want to convey my blessings, my prayers, and my best wishes for the peace and the prosperity of Duncan Bosti in the years and the decades to come, that we will not forget the legacy handed by the pioneers who built up this wonderful place, the pioneers who expended their hard work and much self-sacrifice to enable Duncan Bosti to be what it is today. 2 or 3 generations have passed, and this locality has thrived in so many ways, and we do pray for the blessing of Almighty God that this will continue and that Duncan Bosti will be an enduring feature of the city of Dimapur and be able to give to the life of Dimapur city and the state of Nagaland as well. May God bless us all on this momentous occasion. Thank you.
At the outset, on my own behalf and on behalf of our state government and on behalf of all my legislator colleagues present here today, wish a very big congratulations to our Duncan Council for completion of 75 years and a very happy and prosperous New Year to everyone present here. My friends have already shared about the underground sections. He has mentioned 26, but now, since I've been in charge of Home Minister, I have all the details with me. I have all the reports. Yeah, just few months back, it was only 26. It has become 28 now. How can we survive? Out of these 28 factions, underground factions, only 5 groups are under ceasefire agreement. 23 of them, 23 factions, underground groups. Ekta family brabi, itedo faction group onagina donation extortion start hoje. Government of India, it is ample clear, very clear. When we meet our Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Home Minister, and our central leaders, their mind is very clear. One nation, one flag. One nation, one constitution. That is very clear. Now, government of India have offered us, you can have your cultural flag. You can have your own Izabu, that is constitution, Izabu, which will be incorporated in the Indian constitution. Even in the passport, it will be mentioned Naga. Up to that they agree. Will be one more fiction though solution in the pedo global moon. Some factions they don't want solution. Solution ahile to taigan thake bole jaga nai to. Where they will go? We should come up openly. American logo de tax loike na extortion kore na aram pra khai thake bole mon ase to. When we 60 legislators, yes, there are some groups, there are some genuine groups who are fighting for our sovereignty with government of India, but not all. Even we legislators, my colleagues, my friends are here, we have 8 political parties.
Politics day ata nota political party miligina opposition less ponado first of its kind under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. Why? We want solution. Ekil over 60 member miligina opposition less government ponagina American government of India over there. Aro underground groups over there, appeal koribo, resolve koribo. Amen. Thaga time de, ito amikal laga political settlement to resolve koribo ko ina. 60 members were united. Ito nishina, I appeal all the 28 underground factions to come together. Ekta hindi, you should unite. During A.Z. Pizzo's time, our most respected President NNC, Faction Naito, only one fighting for our Naga cause. Ito time the extortion to kya sinarani, taxation to kya sinarani. In 1964, while I was at the age of 8, আমি 8 সাল হওয়া টাইমে জেনারেল মু আমার Bosti এসে রকিম দে with 112 of his troops. এতো টাইমে orange তো কমলা তো 1 টাকারে 100 প্রাস বিক্রি করা টাইম আছে 100 কমলাতে 1 টাকা নভেম্বর মহিনাতে আইছে আমার Bosti তো itu phone nishina bomula kan pura pakikina thaise taikan khaise taikan 2 taka na 3 taka lagi nishinai khai khale bo kiman khale ki 400 500 ko thau pare after having 200-300 oranges they gave the village council elders aminge Bosti ki 5 taka tise 5 rupees they gave us. Tagan piradan de dan kim kilo ki khai so posa tigna pirai do. Asikal itu 500 devi tax apna sabji paigun morja tomato bigere korele tadi tax extortion. How can we survive, my dear Naga citizens? Ito kar apna ngambi we should voice out together. There should be only one tax. That can unite Urigina Hosa for the cause of the Nagas. If they really want to resolve a Naga political issue, they should come together one. Ekta only, Amembi Kushibara Tibodo. 28 section Nidan for the Aze. दोस्त पाजी दा अपना कोड एक तफेक्शन है 12 पाजी दा एकता है को एक पाजी दा एकता है अपना if you earn 300 you are spending 500 or 600 how can we survive ito brami ito amar underground brothers can be appeal ko raise please come together and resolve our Naga political issue at the earliest. Ami mungkin mantuk ni tibi Nagabi itu ami appeal kurasa and for us, especially why I'm saying this here in today's program. Most of our Duncan Bosti settlers are retired bureaucrats, technocrats. Officer demand retired, especially our nota angkami sema. 90% officer retire हुआ kan jadi sedo korigna sedo. Itu we should appeal, we should approach our underground groups to come together. Aro amegan khali not only underground, we also public also like our government 60 members unite kurigina ekta hoigina thaga nisina amira nagati edo amira la kodi bi ase ami ekta fiction ke support kore apne ekta fiction ke support kore ekta naga dosra fiction support kore eto pra hi this unity to create kore ase kon ke bi support kore ki sita ko kore ekta koribi you should unite eto bi chede ami support kore do eto kodi na eto no ko they are taking advantage on us. As our Combier have mentioned about my residing here in Duncan. Ami yate 1968 yate aina eto reside. My neighbor was younger. Ami gane kilo ko thaki younger. Ami amala tamur ko kai Mimo Patanlada, Korta Gina Poison. Yet the Pishas and the Kilo de 1968 9 day Kilo Pohaya the Pishas. As mentioned by previous speakers, Dimapur de Duncan Bosti Koledu, Tosa Kambi Poebra, Tosa Colony Kambi Poebra. Even Mars, Zimmer can be, non-local can be, I mean, get Puebla Taga, where we were united. American unity Tagabra, Tosra can be, I mean, get Respibi Kurijan, Aru, Puebi Kurigana, Ahataga, Eta Colonias, Tantan Mosquito, Edobra, Azi, Enaga, American Laga, Elders Gambra, Tuk Kurigina. Sacrifice Kurigina, the council Kunai Tia Azi 75 years complete Kurigina, among celebrate brother. Let us all give credits to our elders. Yate Duncan Bosti. Etiado so track Aitaje, are a kilo good Miligina Tagiase, Kushipaje. Even in the future, Ichedi Olivi, Etia Kinaga, Eto Unity, Unite Kurigna Miligina, Tagiase, Eto Isabe Tagita Isipule, Yadebra, with this celebration of 75 years jubilee, our Duncan Bosti, student Khan Obi, our business Khan Obi, Etu laga jubilee nambra etu Duncan Bosti settler can be more blessing development abibi iso tokode pradhana kore ase. I shifted from Duncan Bosti in 2017 only. Amar 40 episode baze Harabi Nijigineni Poyase, my next neighbor is Tambra Akilmokadan. Though I still feel, I mean, Duncan Bosti Manoase, Urigina Mi Mondiase. Edobara Yati Amar Duncan Bosti citizen Khan, Ami Sobima Ekse the Chief Kuredebi. Abnakan, if you need my support, Abnagan Amilu Bude, Iva Kam Tagile, Amilaga Moon, Idu Puino Burigina, and Dino Tosra, village de Tosra, Polino and Jaje do not have anytime you are most welcome to approach me for our Duncan Colony, Duncan Council. Well, Duncan Bosti Thadan, white Joanna said, what must be Tadije? Amara Kilogo, what must be a higher Tibi Kismana. So, see, Noah, what must Harijami? Will it be so more with your blessings? Yet Abnang Tada, Abnang the blessing, brother. আমি কেতিয়াবি এটো পজিশন দে পৌঁছিব কইনা সপনা দেখি নাই আমি পদ্মাস করে আহা একদিন যে দুই দিন পর রম দুইনি আর একলা খাই এনে পেনা থাকা যায় আমি খাই কেনা নেশা হব আমি কাপড়া দিয়ে বমি করব তাই সাবা করি এনেকা আহা আছে বলি কি with your blessing with your support with your prayer আৰু আমাৰ ঈশ্বৰ পৰম্পৰা ইমান এটা পৌঁছাই দিয়াটো আমি আপোনালোকক চব ধন্যবাদ দি আছে আৰু ঈশ্বৰৰ লগত যদি ধন্যবাদ দি আছে পিছেদি হ'লেবি এনি টাইম আমাৰ লগা এইটো দৰকাৰ থাকিলে তাই লগত নাচালে নহ'ব এনেকুৱা থাকিলে প্লিজ ৱেলকাম আহিবি কৰি পেলাই আপোনালোকে কৈ আছে আৰু yes, as mentioned by former speaker, Ami Adibra in MLA Hoigina, Minister Hoigina, into 2017 I joined politics very young. E exam taken a result, no like an election title. I have completed 41 years, running 42 now in politics. My first contest was in 1982. Voting took place on the 3rd February 1982. I have completed 41 years complete. It is 42 running. Only apna khan to BJP to Hindu party ase ami edo BJP party thaga bara chuan hoi ase dei 42 years jage apnan thaga beshi to chonum hwa nai only 42 years politics election time ne tabi khushi bhi khelibo mara mari bhi jao pare apne tabi I am still very strong by the grace of God. Edo biji, edo ishina, edo bra. Moram bra, aminan BJP to Hindu party ase nokuri. Jao bhi aminan ni de ase to. Bosti sok khela ase. Dia time de, phala se kuna thank you bobo. Bole then piche to Hindu party bona nahi. Edo bra. Under the dynamic and able leadership of Honorable Chief Minister. I mean, our BJP as a our Chief Minister, laga relation with central leaders, especially our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. Like an Ekilokode Chief Minister Kora Ahas. Foreign tour, they get like an Ekilokera Ahas. I mean, BJP will be central leader country of the Tamil respect as it. Etobra, if you want to resolve your political issue, it should be under your leadership, under Rio's leadership, resolve Koribi, Joldi Koribi, Nagaga unite Koribi, Ete Koritare. It is a political party. itu thani lebe to piana babi itu to sita ko ase taikan 2015-16 kra I mean you take 80% now eman dabi koi na ha ase bole bi ami khan laga ko dia ase itu bra with under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister if you American Naga political party 60 MLA miligina edo sovereignty Naga political so resolve kuribo kuna decision legina kam kurani china Naga undergone friction 28 frictions should be united and all the Naga civil society should be united eto hele hi American Naga future generation kan gani American baba ama grandfather kan aming kani hal tamu kam kuri kina charge eto aming ke appreciate kuri budi If not, ito yung sabi try siguro, they will curse us. Among get curse ko ibo. Aro yade, among sok naga ase, moramra, aw, lota, angkami, sema, kota kuadande moramra nakamispra nukuri. Yicur dialect bra bugide, lota kota karwe. Amin hamla boldi dia se, papa amakam, baca amin nukide nakamispra koi do. Itu cari bola ni. Kami tu amar lota kan ke tu kue. Amar kor de lota mano lota nagamis kue aha kan tu amar komban tu biar aku di dia. Itu kota tu raya bola ke tu. Nagamis sobi, English sobi, ulat kamu hele de ni tadi ni cer raya jago tu. Baca time ra kami kan nagamis dosa kota nagamis itu mia kota hikalian tu homo. Itu berapa? Itu dia kuasa. Aru my dear students from this colony, आपना खान लगा study तो आजकल मतलब weak हुआ तो कमजोर हुआ तो आपना खान लगा mobile करने से दे mobile तो handset तो आपना खान हाल पर चोला सी बोले it is very helpful. itu तो एकदम फाला है बोले कि Bapa akan lupa kita play tidur pak, game ram itu mobile phone ras dari perlu nak bari. Aru kamzor bi kisi huwa jadi demikian dokumai do. Kali mobile choye na, apna phal rasta de chola le do ekdam phala hai. Bole bi enaka itu 24 घंटा mobile choa do iya hai. Itu bola. Jodi apna kan itu habit ase bole please give up that habit. I want jadi our Duncan Bosti, Duncan Council, Duncan Colony Bra. I want some IS officers, IPS officers, DSP, JC from this area. Jadi bra kung olay. Isi den hoise don lola. Itu tu Bosti manu itu jungle de Bosti de thaga khandi olay se. और ये जैसे दिन खान तो पापा माँ तो अपना की टुक दिया से की लागे सुख दिया से तो ये तो do you study well आरो वो निशना ये तो मोबाइल खान तो हैंडसेट खान तो इमान चुकी आरो यादे as a citizen Duncan Bosti citizen है शाके अभी आज ही अपना खान अभी करेंगे along with me Man, aming presentation ke man jise. Kali aming elected member advisor kan loy kena time law hesab de da thado jise apna kan presentation 40 minutes loy je do. Aming time sai thaki je. Mele da amra jini imkong maru mua to sibi ohe kena amra kota be huni bola ase je. अपना presentation का 40 minutes चाहिए टाइम में चाहिए सब सीटिया दो अमेरिकन चीफ के स्पेशल गेस्ट पुना दो लास्ट डे दिया पर एकदम समेला दे दो कौन बार अमेरिका साइड को कौन बार घुमाई था लीजिए तो बड़ा अच्छे को दीजिए तो एक इसमें तो लास्ट डे को दिया तो अमेरिका भी वही वो बोले भी फर्स्ट अमेरिका का कोटा होने ले फाला जाए Next time dina program kami ke halile at least in that number kami ke halile aja 14 number halile itu koi kena why last day delivery kami time ulap isi doi dije apna kan bote short dunia bati kena kami ke apna kan etiabi Duncan Bosti citizen ase मानो आसी कोई किना फैमिली एकता हिसाब से मैं बाइक पूरा करने अपना मन को दे सब दुनिया बात की किना और हम स्पेशली कामरा kan खाली यादे दिमापुर टांगन नागा कामरा नो है दूसरा कामरा कॉलोनी दूसरा कामरा भी मन आई ना से ताई खानों को भी खुशी पाया जाने से with these few words I once again wish all the very best, and I congratulate all of you for this celebration anniversary of 75 Platinum Jubilee today. Thank you so much.